Hey, welcome to Life Point. I am so glad that you came out tonight and you're a part of this group. We're going to have a great time with this series. This is a 6-week series called Extremely Emojional. And today, Easter Sunday, we talked about just why so emotional. Why is it that God wired us with such a potential for hazard, such a potential for disaster in our emotions? You know, our emotions, there's so many of them. We don't even know how many. And experts are all, debating on how many there are. But the reality is there's a lot of them. And a lot of them are out of control. And so we talked about why is it that why would He take such a risk in wiring us with this potential disaster? You know, because emotion, a good way to understand it is emotion is energy in motion. Energy in motion. And so as we talk about emotions today and then in the next couple weeks, next week we're going to talk about how to control our emotions. It's going to be a great time. A lot of great discussion, I'm sure, because we just, well, I won't get into it. We'll cover that next week. But why would God risk building us, wiring us with such an incredible amount of potential for disaster? One is our emotions are the central nervous system of our heart. They let us know when things are wrong. They let us know when things are bad. And so that's one reason that He wired us with emotions. Another reason that He wired us with emotions is because He wants us to know that He's near. He wants us to feel His presence. And sometimes we get confused and sometimes we doubt His presence, and it really has to do with our emotions. Our emotions are lying to us. He's right there with us, and He wants us to know that He's right there with us. And then the third reason that He wired us and He risked putting this crazy amount of energy that has the potential for disaster inside of our heart is that He wants us to hear His voice. And most people don't talk about hearing God's voice, and we reserve that for the super spiritual, but the reality is God is constantly communicating with us. He doesn't stop communicating with us. Sometimes He'll even wake you up in the middle of the night with a dream. Sometimes He'll talk to you when, and put you in positions where it's like you've got to listen. He wants you to hear Him. He wants you to know what He has inside of His heart for you and for your life, and He wants you to walk in that wisdom. Thank you for coming out for Life Point, and I know we're going to have some great discussion as your host has all the questions for you tonight. I want to encourage you, pray for one another, encourage one another, and have a great night. God bless. Sometimes